Happy Tuesday, phone fans! 10 spicy news bits await. Here we go! Let's kick things off with some hot news from the world of Formula One. Over the weekend, the Mercedes phone team scored a thrilling double podium at the Zandvoort track on Sunday, August 24th. Young speedster Andrea Kimi Antonelli snagged second place, widening the gap in the championship and tying up with George Russell, who is now level with Lewis Hamilton. Even though Mercedes outscored Ferrari with 33 points to 22, team principal Toto Wolff is raising an eyebrow over there. Turns out, they were a bit slower than Lando Norris's lightning-fast McLaren, which raced into first place. But thanks to a virtual safety car moment, Kimi swapped some sweet new soft tires for the last stretch, keeping his rivals in the rearview mirror. George Russell, on the other hand, put on a masterclass of defense, holding off Hamilton and Leclerc in a twisty battle of skill and strategy. Wolff praised the team's ability to adapt and get that double podium finish despite the challenging conditions. It seems like some new car upgrades are on the horizon, and the battle for the championship is tighter than a pair of retro gaming jeans. Andrew Shovlin, the engineering director, echoed this sentiment, cheering on the team's slick maneuvers on a notably dry track. Looks like George and Kimi were swapping places tighter than Mario Kart racers avoiding a blue shell. Even amidst adversity, Mercedes bagged their second-best point total this season, extending their lead in both championships. A tough weekend, but nothing a bit of gaming-like strategy couldn't handle. Moving on to the thrilling world of racing, McLaren Formula One has just turned heads at Zandvoort with Lando Norris grabbing a second consecutive victory. That's right, Norris is now the third driver this season to score multiple wins, trailing only behind those pesky Mercedes drivers. Even though there's a mammoth gap of 83 points to Andrea Kimi Antonelli, team director Andrea Stella is celebrating the win in the Netherlands like it's a Mushroom Cup finale. While Oscar Piastri crossed the line in sixth, it's not all red shells and banana peels for him. Stella quipped that a pit stop time warp and chilly hard tires threw him off balance. Still, with first and last stint stats as flashy as a superstar, Piastri showed potential worthy of a Rainbow Road rerun. The sleek MCL40 may have had a wobbly Saturday, but it's bouncing back faster than a blue shell tracking first place. With fierce Formula One competition around every corner, McLaren is revving up to leapfrog the competition. Next stop on the calendar? Monza, where the race dynamics promise to be as electrifying as unlocking a cheat code. In a sport where every upgrade feels like equipping a new power-up, Stella promises that McLaren will keep evolving and optimizing their turbocharged beast. Let's just say that Team McLaren is definitely not hitting the brakes as they chase podiums and podiums chase them back. Next up, we have some high-speed drama from the world of Formula One. In a bold strategic move, Mercedes phone has opted to replace Kimi Antonelli's entire power unit ahead of the Italian Grand Prix. That's right, folks. The young Italian sensation, currently the leader of the World Championship, will start from the back of the grid at his home race in Monza. Why the drastic decision? Well, Mercedes has struggled with reliability issues throughout the first half of the season. And with Antonelli already maxing out his allocation of 4 power units for the season, something had to give. Apparently, the wide and fast circuits like Monza are just the place to pull off a remarkable climb, up the order act. Meanwhile, George Russell finds himself in a similar boat, needing to take a penalty for his engine components soon. What a cliffhanger! Will Mercedes' gamble pay off, or will their season be gunning for repairs? Keep your racing helmets on, as this is one story to watch. Now let's talk about the recent action-packed race at Zandvoort. Alpine phones seem to have turned a corner with some much-needed car upgrades that Pierre Gasly couldn't wait to flex. In the sprint race, he was the cream of the midfield crop, snatching the 8th spot and that coveted last point. But here's where it gets spicier than an Inferno difficulty boss fight. During the main race, infamous defense artist Arvid Lindblad played a key role in shaking up the leaderboard. Mr. Racing Bulls himself put up a defense so tight, you'd think he was guarding his high-score leaderboard position. Even after a pit stop penalty for overtaking under yellow flags, he returned to play some tenacious blocking against Gasly. This car ballet allowed Nico Hülkenberg with Audi and Yuki Tsunoda with Racing Bulls to breeze past our resident Frenchman. Pierre Gasly, who ended his day in 10th position, was not amused, folks. It was like getting the ultimate loot box only to find socks inside. With only 3 championship points separating Racing Bulls and Alpine, this game is close, like neck and neck in Mario Kart close. Stay tuned, because upcoming tracks might offer more overtaking than a Need for Speed chase. Now let's talk about the fascinating world of Formula One. Our favorite racing champion, Fernando Alonso, made quite the historical comeback at Zandvoort this past weekend. The Spanish legend nabbed 9th place for Aston Martin in the Dutch Grand Prix, earning the team their first points since Monaco. That's more thrilling than finding a secret level in a game that you never knew existed. But Alonso is keeping it cool, like a gamer with a mountain of side quests. By warning against getting too hyped, as Aston Martin's performance seems to be more circuit-specific. It seems their new updates, including a fresh engine from Honda, are like equipping an epic gear set, full of potential but just as tricky. Alonso, aged 45, is officially the oldest scoring driver since 1974, making him a real-life, unlockable legend character. However, the fiery Spanish driver is cautious with upcoming challenges, mentioning that Monza and its long straights will truly test the AMR26's capabilities. Aston Martin fans and sim racers alike are on the edge of their gamer chairs, ready to see if they can level up at the next race. As Alonso said, the hard work is paying off, but just like mastering a new video game's mechanics, understanding their latest upgrades will take some time. The engine handling is still a bit like playing a game with lag, especially during braking. The secret sauce lies in finding harmony with the height and aerodynamics, no small feat. Regardless, Alonso's performance is like finding a rare item drop. His 9th place shines brightly and proves that Aston Martin is indeed on a promising path forward. Now let's talk about the nail-biting action from the Grand Prix in the Netherlands, where Lewis Hamilton fired up faster than a warp pipe in Mario Kart. On the last Sunday of August 2026, our favorite 7-time world champ found himself caught in a Ferrari strategy kerfuffle. In a move straight out of a Final Fantasy boss battle, Lewis tried delaying his pit stops to gain that sweet edge with fresher tires. But alas, he got stuck behind his teammate Charles Leclerc, who was clearly speedrunning his own strategy, ignoring that request from Hamilton to pass. Cue the rage quit moment. But fear not, our British racing hero later hit the pause button on his frustrations, admitting his radio rants went a bit too far. Hamilton's 4th place finish was just a mushroom boost away from the podium, with Leclerc right behind in 5th. And hey, even Timo Glock chimed in, suggesting Ferrari could have taken a page from the Mercedes strategy handbook. It's kind of like choosing that fire flower over the super leaf, isn't it? Frederic Vasseur, the Scuderia's director, confessed they may have fumbled the strategy execution, which might sound like choosing the wrong power-up when the finish line is in sight. Just like Bowser and Mario, Hamilton and Leclerc don't have any hard feelings, just some good, old-fashioned rivalry on the tracks. Moving on to a wild weekend at the Netherlands Grand Prix. The talk of the track wasn't just Max Verstappen's crash, Ferrari's strategies, or even McLaren's big win. It was Franco Colapinto from Alpine who found himself embroiled in controversy. Yes, folks, Zandvoort wasn't just about the racing. After 2 penalties for yellow flag infractions, Colapinto was left fuming. Imagine getting slapped with a drive-through penalty for overtaking when everyone's dodging Verstappen's crash. It's like they handed out penalties as if they were handing out candy at Halloween. His main sponsor, Sean Summers of Mercado Libre, took to social media faster than you can say Super Mario Kart, slamming the FIA for what he claims is a Grand Prix penalty parade. And it didn't stop there. You'd think this was the sequel to Phone 2026. The drama continues. Even Alpine was seen shaking its virtual head at the penalties, though they maintained a diplomatic distance from Summers' keyboard warrior antics. Meanwhile, Colapinto remains the talk of the phone town. And if you think that's all, Colapinto's woes didn't start this weekend. A recent misadventure in Milan involved thieves making off with his beloved Mate. That's like taking Mario's mushrooms. Colapinto shared the dramatic recovery story, complete with a long drive and a final police rescue, making it sound more like a side quest from GTA than real life. Stay tuned as the FIA responds with a call for respect akin to a group hug, reminding everyone that even in racing, words matter. Moving on to some racing drama, folks. Over the weekend, the Grand Prix circus hit the Zandvoort track with Aston Martin F1 team experiencing quite the roller coaster ride. With Fernando Alonso performing epic tire management magic, the team snagged themselves a couple of precious points, because who doesn't love loot, especially at high speed? Their fearless crew chief, Adrian Newey, was all praise for Alonso's daring move, changing to soft tires after just 4 laps. It's like attempting a 360 no-scope with a blindfold. Alonso's long stint was the gamble that paid off, allowing just a single pit stop without losing the drive precision in the initial laps. Meanwhile, Lance Stroll sneaked out of the spotlight with a quiet exit, leaving everyone guessing what went wrong. Classic the Silent Hill moment, right? Team director Mike Crack is optimistic despite the team's struggles, claiming there's still untapped potential ready for the next level. All they need is to power up and find a rhythm for the second season half. Like leveling up but with turbo engines, eh? Let's see how they play the next round. Moving on to some fast-paced action in the world of Formula 1. In a twist straight out of a racing game, Stefano Domenicali, the big boss of F1, isn't sweating the critics who are throwing banana peels at the 2026 technical rules. Domenicali's got his eyes on the prize, focusing on growing the audience rather than getting stuck in the pit stops of negativity. He used a slick move to showcase success by highlighting how the Bahrain Grand Prix has switched gears to Sepang and is already a podium-level commercial hit. Looks like F1 isn't just for the vintage car lovers anymore. It's evolved to captivate a newer generation of fans who probably find the Fast and F1 more exciting than any real-life speed trap. Meanwhile, Domenicali points out that even legendary racers like Alonso and Hamilton have different views compared to newcomers like Antonelli and Lindblad. But hey, diverse opinions are part of the thrill ride. Despite the wave of social media critiques, remember, even Mario Kart had its share of blue shells before becoming an all-time classic. With a strong audience boost and successful commercial strategies, F1 races into the future, proving once again that change, like a new turbo engine, can lead to a whole new level of excitement. Next up, let's dive into the fast-paced world of Haas F1, where things are shifting faster than a red shell in Mario Kart. From August 26th to the end of the 2026 season, Haas F1 is putting the pedal to the metal as they evaluate potential drivers for the 2027 season. They're hosting an intense 3-day driver showdown at the iconic Portimao circuit. Leonardo Fornaroli and Rafael Camara, both young guns from McLaren and Ferrari's prestigious driving academies, are battling it out to claim Esteban Ocon's seat. Ocon's future is as uncertain as finding a shiny Pokémon. Toyota's own Ryo Hirakawa may also break into the F1 scene, with Toyota backing him up harder than power-ups in Mario Kart. This testing could be his ticket to a full-time spot next year. Meanwhile, Haas is eyeing this opportunity like a Koopa eyes an unguarded racetrack. With hefty financial backing from Ferrari or McLaren, replacing Ocon could mean a net gain of €10 million for Haas. Who doesn't love extra coins in their cart? But it's a risky game. Very few slots are open for 2027, and Haas has to play it smart, juggling these talented racers. Over the next 3 days, Fornaroli, Camara, and Hirakawa have to blast through tests and prove they've got the medal. It's an F1 audition you won't want to miss, almost like leveling up in a real-life racing sim. And that's all, folks. Keep your engines revved for tomorrow's thrills. Thanks for watching. Follow us for live shorts you won't want to miss.